Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Good to have you on board. We're live in Vegas. Circa Resort and Casino is your spot. Awesome hour coming up. 30 minutes from now, Warren Sharp. He'll react to Week 16, the action we watched yesterday, and get a best bet or two from him tonight on the Monday night game. Also, we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here, as we've done pretty much the entire year, 5 o'clock Eastern on Mondays, we do the next week numbers in the National Football League. And we have Week 17 and the slate, Pauly. A couple of Saturday games, 3 on Christmas Day. The Cowboys are playing at the Commanders. This is the early game on Christmas. That's 1 o'clock Eastern. Dallas is laying 6.5. Total is 50.5 or 51. The look ahead before the injury at quarterback for Marcus Mariota on Saturday was Dallas 3. They're now 6.5.
Yeah, this blew up in everyone's face. This is unfortunate for the league. None of these games mean anything, and you're down. Josh Johnson gets the start. 18 seasons, 9 starts, 4 different professional football leagues, 14 teams. And Dallas is out of it. And that was a horrible second half they played. They hung in there for a half, but a rivalry game, say all you want, but this is going to be tough. It is very, very important for Circa Survivor, though. That's one angle.
Yeah.
As 5 people still have them. And it's unfortunate also that you can try to play for $19 million, make it this far, and you don't have a good, you didn't keep a team left. A team to use, so you're going to have to use an underdog, and now that underdog is going to go with a third-string quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know what the number, if the number was still 3 and Marcus Mariota was still the quarterback, I would be betting the Commanders to win the game outright. I could see maybe the Cowboys sitting Dak Prescott in the second half. Who the hell knows?
That's true. Dallas killed them the first game. Mariota came in place of Daniels and threw a pick 6, but who knows what you're going to get out of Johnson. That should have been a pick 6.
I want to see
that he threw against Philly.
Do you agree with this? This is from Frank Schwab, Yahoo Sports. He tweeted this out an hour ago. The NFL got unlucky with these 3 Christmas matchups, all turning out to be duds, but they deserve the bad karma for being entirely greedy and trying to take over Christmas. They get what they get.
Oh, you've been saying that. Yeah, that's fair.
No, I've said that nobody asked for 3 games. We don't need this. We don't even want it.
Well, it's
but
the money.
I also don't want horrible matchups to take place.
Right. But Netflix came in. It's a huge day for Netflix.
Yeah.
You have the Dave Chappelle special on Friday. You have you're dropping these 2 NFL games, and then you drop brand new Stranger Things episodes after it. That's their whole day. But these are bad matchups, and Amazon Prime. They thought they had the game of the year. It's a total dud now.
Yeah, no kidding. So the middle game is Detroit at Minnesota. Lions are 6, totals 44.5. Look ahead was 3.5.
I think they'll fight and they'll go out there and play hard for Campbell. And I don't think it'll go well for Max. They're going to play slow. He was better. He couldn't be any worse in the Seattle game. But much like Indy did against Seattle, and maybe Indy does tonight, they're going to chew clock, and they're going to play very, very slow and try to help the kid out. And maybe they have success on the ground. You saw what Pittsburgh did against Detroit. But this is also a tough game. If the Lions lose, it's over. Packers are in. That game doesn't mean anything Saturday night. But I think Detroit will come out and show some pride.
Oh, this is another one. It's unfortunate for me personally. First, I have the Vikings win total over 8.5. I made my case last week. I thought they were going to win out. Mm-hmm. But that's with a healthy J.J. McCarthy.
How do you not see him coming?
I don't know.
How do you miss the guy?
I don't.
I mean, he laid him out.
Yeah.
It's coming right at you.
Heat-seeking missile. But nothing on the radar. Boop, 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 nothing. You don't detect it at all? Just stealth job coming in?
Yeah.
I would be, if there was 3 and McCarthy was in, a huge bet on Minnesota. They'd win the game. Max Brosmer, no chance I can bet him.
Yep. Totally agree.
The night game.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Total's 36.5. Denver's 12.5 or 13 against Kansas City. And I mean.
Minshew out for the year. It's not an ACL. And the South Dakota State kid will start after he came in and replaced Minshew. Good call by everyone who had Tennessee. That was easy. And the Chiefs were dead on arrival in that game.
Yeah, they were.
All teams to score a touchdown on Christmas is $1.60. All teams to have a passing touchdown is plus 275. All teams have a touchdown and a field goal 4-1. I mean, I don't think it's going to go well for these quarterbacks who are put in there, and it's.
I totally agree.
You'd think Johnson can move the ball against Washington.
He's been around
veteran,
enough,
right? And Dallas is so bad defensively, but these other two, I don't know. Not going to be. It's going to be a tough watch.
The 2-1 Saturday, Texans are playing in L.A. against the Chargers. The look ahead here was pick'em. Chargers are 2.5. Total is 40. This is a teaser delight. Give me the Texans plus 8.5 on a teaser.
Yeah, I think they'll respond. They had a bad game. Stroud was awful, but still think they have enough offensively. This will be a great test for the Chargers offensive line and see if they can hold up. Remember, I think you could give it the Jacksonville game, which it might have been the fluke, but Herbert had no chance in that game.
None.
And maybe that would be the same outcome as he has no time to throw and get his weapons involved.
He also had no chance in the Philadelphia game.
That's true.
But somehow they put it together and
the
still won.
What Keenan Allen's doing on third down is incredible. And also every catch he has goes for a first down.
Right.
And how they look for him on third down. It's great.
This is the night game on Saturday. This is in Lambeau. Baltimore's playing at Green Bay. Look ahead was pick. Packers are 2.5, 40.5.
What happened? I was baffled like Collinsworth. He wasn't protected where he got kneed in the back, and it knocks him out of the game. But now he says, my plan is to play Saturday? God, this guy can't stay healthy. It's always something with him.
Now, the Packers have also had a zillion injuries.
Yep.
But if you're telling me that Malik Willis is going to be fine to go, how do we not bet the Packers 2.5?
Yeah, he looked good.
The Ravens, they are who they are at this point. We have 15 games here, banked.
Well, number one, the silly turnovers. Number two, it's just infuriating to watch. Boy, it's hard to bring down Derrick Henry. Boys, and then he's on the sideline in a jacket. Why isn't he out there? Why does Mitchell need touches? It's like the Henderson-Stevenson thing.
Right.
Now, this is even more egregious.
But
I don't get it.
I will say this. I don't think I can fire, even if I was told right now Malik Willis 100% going to go, because I like Willis. I think it works with LaFleur and Green Bay. Now, does it work beyond this? I have no idea. Like, if he were to go to another team, no clue. But for what we have in Green Bay, enough for me to bet it. However, here's the rub on this game. What if the Vikings and Max Brosmer somehow beat Detroit and the Lions are eliminated?
Yeah.
Why do the Packers care about this game on Saturday night?
Yep.
So I can't bet them right now under those circumstances. And then you get we'll do some other games here on Sunday as well. The Seahawks are at the Panthers. Seattle 7.5, 42.5. The Rams just played there. I get it. They lost. Down to 7 here at Circa, by the way. The Rams were laying doubles.
I'm not worried about a letdown. I like the extra rests. And again, what did Bryce Young do? I mean, he had one pass to McMillan. The Tampa shut down the rushing attack. They did a good job defensively, but it's still incredible with all these wins as an underdog. But I think
they've hit 8 games this year.
Yep, I think they're going to get the record. I think Seattle should take them out.
Well, here's
a good game to tease. With the 1 seed on the line and how well they are, how well they play under McDonald on the road. It's not going to go well for Bryce Young.
Right. Here's how the number doesn't make any sense to me. Again, they were bet to a 2-point favorite on Thursday night against the Rams. So if you take away home field, they're pretty much even or maybe a 0.5 point favorite over the Rams on a neutral. You go back a month, Rams were 10.5 in that game, I believe, against Carolina on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've had a full 3-point adjustment for the most part on the Panthers. Like, have we lowered Seattle since the Rams played there a couple of weeks ago? Or have we raised the Panthers that much? They were just a 3-point dog at home yesterday. I get it. They won outright again. But I just comparing numbers, this feels light to me. The Cardinals at the Bengals, look ahead, was 6 on Cincinnati. Bengals are 753.5. And isn't it funny what happened? Atlanta has the second best defense against tight ends in the entire league.
Isn't that something right? It's incredible.
How about that?
They put him in a headlock. McBride did nothing.
Nothing.
But
this is the get-right game.
It is. Cincinnati was great Sunday. See how many weapons they have and how difficult, especially when Miami quits. But this is dead team walking here. They've lost 12 of 13. Cincinnati should get whatever they want, and Arizona won't stop them. But McBride might have 11 for 170 though. Yeah,
you got to be back. And you know what? Maybe last week did is it suppressed his numbers for this game. We can hope. We can only pray.
Arizona also has a ton of injuries.
You've been calling for Gannon's head for 6 weeks, probably.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still there.
How far away is this team? Now, they have dudes that you want to like on offense for sure, but this is pretty pathetic what's going on in Arizona.
Yep.
And Brissett, he was not good yesterday. That was a surprise to me. But overall, going back to when he came in as a full-time starter, not bad.
Okay, Ravens win Saturday. Then what? Steelers 4.5 at Cleveland.
Where does the number go?
And I think it's a 6 maybe, as high as it can go. I don't think it can go that much higher
Yeah, I don't
because
think
Cleveland's been tough at home and in these games.
I don't think it'd be go higher than 6.
And you'll make the case that Garrett maybe can wreck Rodgers and they can slow down this offense, and then the track record and the history. What, they've won there one time in 9 years, whatever it is?
Browns have done a great job at home against Pittsburgh.
If it's for the division, though, how well they're playing on offense, I got to think they can win this game by a touchdown. I mean,
based on what
all he has is Fannin. Judkin's out now for the year.
Paul, Detroit could not. What was that from the Detroit running game yesterday? Suddenly, Pittsburgh's rush defense is going to slow down everybody?
I just think it's too many guys out. O-line so banged up. Profit X, #1 sports prediction market, has some of the best future pricing you'll find on college football and Super Bowl odds. Huge holiday slate shaping up. Now's the perfect time to get in and take advantage of Profit X 20% profit match and purchase match. Download Profit X today and experience the future of winning. Promo code VEASAN to get started. Promo code VEASAN. Get Profit X today.
Up next, more numbers, Week 17, including Eagles, Bills, Bears, 49ers, and I cannot believe the league is allowing this. We'll kick it around coming up on Follow the Money. It's VEASAN, the Sports Betting Network.
So you're listening to this podcast because you want an edge. But what if I told you you're only halfway there? You've got the mindset. Now it's time to get the toolkit to match. Here's the thing. Pro bettors spend thousands on data and tools, but what they don't want you to know is you can get the same edge for a fraction of the cost with VEASAN Pro. With VEASAN Pro, you get access to expert picks, public betting data, prop projections, powerful tools, analytics, and more. Tap the link in the description and see why thousands of bettors are already using VEASAN Pro to cash more bets.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Talk to Warren Sharp coming up in 15 minutes. Get a best bet out of him tonight for Monday Night Football. Meanwhile, more numbers here. Week 17, National Football League. Patriots taking on the Jets on the road. New England between 12.5 and 13.5 total, as low as 42.5, as high as 43.5. The look ahead was 9. Now this high, and I mean, after watching what happened to the Jets again yesterday.
Oh, boy. Brady Cook again? Yep. And it's going to happen. The Jets are going to go the whole season without an interception. It's Drake May and Josh Allen to close. It's not going to happen.
Tyler Shuck threw 40-plus passes yesterday.
Yeah, he was letting it rip.
No INTs.
Yep. Can I mention this now, or should I wait on division odds? I mentioned that Pauly. Just a Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, New England, Chicago, Denver division parlay plays plus 130. Who's going to blow that?
Well, I don't have the schedules memorized. Who does Jacksonville have?
At Colts, Tennessee at home.
Okay.
Patriots get Jets, Dolphins. Bears are $9. The only one that could lose, I think, would be Denver.
Denver if they lose to the Chargers.
Well, the Chargers got to beat Houston, though, first.
True, yeah.
But I still like Denver at home against the Chargers. But still, you could take that out, too. And then it's like $1. You got to like $1.50, though. But I just think it's, other than you take Denver out, who's going to blow that with two weeks left?
I guess it would be Jacksonville if they lost at Indy. Look, you're asking me the question. I'm trying to come up with a team here.
Yeah, and that was an interesting bet when you look at some of these updated numbers. Okay,
friend. Buccaneers at the Dolphins. Look ahead was Tampa Bay -3. They're 5.5. Total is 46.5. I see as low as 4.5 actually on the screen right now.
Well, definitely you got to worry about where their heads are at. I mean, that was Miami quit. Chase Brown had 3 touchdowns in a quarter. They got whatever they wanted. Ewers was turning the ball over left and right. But Tampa's on an 0-7 ATS run. And Baker's hurt, and they can't do much through the air.
Yeah, sometimes the best bet that you make are the ones that you avoid. Thank God I did not get down in Tampa Bay yesterday. I thought about it. Thank God I did not.
This went up, though. This look ahead was 3, and Tampa lost and looked like that. That's how bad Miami was.
Yeah. Yeah, can we get the ball to Darren Waller a little bit more?
Yeah.
Is that possible? This is, I think this game's actually pretty fun. The Saints are at the Titans, and the Saints are 2.5 or 3.
Well, it's the same thing. It's Shuck props. It's Olave props. It's bet against the Saints in the first quarter. And
under?
Under 2. 9, how about that? 10-1 under run.
Yeah.
That's incredible what they're doing. Great job defensively, and they're going to go over their win total. Huge for the win total. They play Atlanta next week, but this is big for the win total, and it's also big for the development of Cam Ward, and if Tennessee can keep winning games here.
How about if I told you 6-7 weeks ago this game was going to come down to the offensive rookie of the year, potentially?
I know. I think it's absolutely outrageous.
Shuck was not even playing at the time, and Cam Ward was a total disaster.
I don't understand it. No, that was fair too, right? Henderson gets a concussion and drops to 12-1. He was the leader. McMillan has 70 yards. Okay, good. He becomes the favorite. Shuck's now the second choice. It's to me, it's absolutely bananas.
Yeah, there's no way, no how Ted McMillan should be minus 360 right now to win this award.
Yeah, I agree.
That's preposterous, but also Henderson had a great chance last night, showcase game, and
he would have gone off.
Unfortunate to see what happened to him.
He's got to be back for the Jets game.
Oh, it has to be.
But I don't know how bad the concussion is, hitting the head on the turf.
Yeah, the aforementioned Jacksonville game at the Colts, they're 6.5 or 7, totals 46.5.
Well, we can see what happens tonight too. I mean, again, if he can't move and they're going to run this slow offense and it's all about just stack the box and shut down JT and no one can stop me, then plus the season will be over almost for them.
Well, they're
9% right now, so I guess they'd be eliminated
right
if they lose this. So Jacksonville could probably open up a can.
The Jags are also very good at slowing down the run.
Yeah.
So can you imagine Jonathan Taylor rushing for like 2 yards a carry in this game, and then Phillip Rivers is going to have to beat the pass defense, which is susceptible to allowing big games. We saw Bo Nix go but they were coming back the entire time. He threw for more than 300 yards yesterday, but Phillip Rivers is going to do that? I highly doubt it. Now, how about this? Out here, I hope the attendance is like 400 people. The Giants are playing in Las Vegas against the Raiders, and you brought this up last week. I cannot believe they have not adjusted at all, and the league is allowing this to happen. We have 2 late games. And if the Eagles and Bills turns into a blowout, the other one is Giants-Raiders.
I'm worried about the Eagles showing up. They already won the division.
So this is New York now, and the Raiders are now favored, by the way, in the game. Look ahead, it was the Giants 2.5. Both teams have lost 9 games in a row.
Yep.
And they did not even – Jackson Dart did not attempt a pass yesterday until late in the second quarter.
Yep, I got it in my ugly. Why even bother to play the guy?
I don't know.
He had 18 dropbacks that resulted – he had 18 dropbacks, net 13 yards. Guy throws for 33 yards in an NFL game. What are you doing?
Was Dable that much better of an offensive coach than what we have now?
They have weapons. We saw it with Winston. What is Kafka doing? And just if you're going to do that, don't even play the guy.
Well, and by the way, he's like, this is his chance to maybe showcase, hey, guys, I'm worthy of a job, a head coaching job. You can forget about that.
Absolutely.
Cross it right off the list.
I can't believe how bad these New York teams are.
Again,
and this is
every year with these stinking New York teams.
Well, the Raiders did show fight, but you could also just think they caught Houston at the right time in a dead spot. But rest assured, Geno will probably turn it over a couple times. That's the other thing.
That'll probably happen.
You can't do it. You can't get involved in this game.
Well, I liked the Giants last week, but after watching what we watched yesterday with the whole game plan and how they're going to utilize Dart, I don't even know what to think of the team right now. If you told me right now again, hey, Winston's going to start this week, I'm all in on the Giants.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles at the Bills. Look ahead was Buffalo 3. 2.5 is the number. Total 43.5.
Bills need it like blood. Eagles just clinched.
Yeah.
Eagles still aren't playing well. But imagine what Barkley can do against his Buffalo defense, though. They couldn't stop Cleveland.
Right. They can't stop anybody.
Yep. I like the Bills, though.
Laying the 2.5.
Yeah. Philly's probably just going to say, all right, let's get ready for Washington. Then we'll get ready for the playoff game. And that's, this isn't a big deal for us.
Of all years for Buffalo, to not have to face Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs, the defense is an absolute disaster.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this.
It's a total sieve.
I know a lot of people ask the question, where would this team be without Josh Allen? Let me correct that. where would this team be without Jimbo Cook? Guy's freaking awesome.
Yep.
He means, I get it, Allen's great.
Runs angry.
Cook means...
Allen did not play well.
No, he did not.
No. They did the drop in the end zone on 4th down. That was big. But Allen did not play well in this game.
Allen's the most important player to the team. I understand that. Cook is not that far behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And without him, I honestly have no idea where they would be. And then,
Does this continue with the Bears? 6 wins when trailing under 2 minutes left. Most since 1970. Plus 21 in the turnover differential.
I like their chances, yeah.
32 takeaways, I think, is what we're up to now. I mean, it doesn't end. And it somehow they find a way to win, and the other teams just do stupid stuff and come unglued.
So now they
good job by Ben Johnson taking ownership for I don't know what that was with the shotgun at the 2-yard line that snapped over the
good Lord.
Wildcat between the legs, whatever they were going to do.
That was a beautiful drive, by the way.
Yeah.
Right down the field to begin the game.
Don't need to do that. It's like Love LaFleur going shotgun 4th and inches inside the 10.
I know. Now, here's the deal with this game, though. It's a great schedule spot for Chicago. They played Saturday night.
Yep.
The 49ers are playing, that's a 4-hour flight from the Bay Area to Indianapolis. So they're not going to get back till the wee hours tomorrow morning.
If Ben Johnson wins this one, or if it's San Francisco coming off another win and they win this,
I was going to say,
really got to change the coach of the year odds.
Oh, yeah. If Shanahan wins the game tonight with the 49ers, this comes down to, I'm not going to say it's a loser leaves town match, but the winner of the Bears-49ers game can plant their flag and say, beat my resume this year for coach of the year.
That's what I think. Yeah, I think that's mispriced with Vrabel. And no one loves Vrabel more than me. But they said it last night on the broadcast. It's the 3rd easiest schedule in the last 15 years.
Bingo. There you go.
It's just, May can't win the MVP and Vrabel can't win coach of the year. It's an all-time easy schedule that they played, even though they're good.
Yep.
But I have to look at Shanahan or Johnson or even Cohen. And there's, it's a good race though. Even McDonald, if Seattle gets to 1 seat.
Don't mock this. Don't laugh at me. I think the Monday night game's a banger. I think the Rams are laying too many points.
Really?
8.5. I
think. You think Cousins can move here?
No, he can't move. No, but
I don't think the dump offs are going to work in this stuff. But the Pitts angle, though,
I think
playing for a contract.
I think Pitts look at Robinson, the way that he's running lately. He's going to be carrying fantasy teams to a title this year.
Yeah,
I think the Falcons are going to be able to score against the Rams. I don't know if I can trust this Rams defense.
Oh, that's fair. But a fun way to close Monday night. Holidays may slow everyone else down, but not VEASAN. We'll be on Christmas. 5 NBA games, 3 NFL games. Your morning starts with VEASAN by the books, followed by a numbers game and a special edition of Live Bet Christmas. In the afternoon and evening, follow the money, VEASAN prime time and cashing out. Bowl season, NFL action, plus all the NBA games. VEASAN your home for holiday betting coverage. Keep it locked. We're here Christmas.
We'll ask Warren Sharp what got him fired up yesterday with all the action and get a best bet Monday Night Football next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
All right, let's head right out to the Progressive guest line. Warren Sharp joins the program as he does every single Monday at this time, and we do have breaking news in the National Football League. The NFL suspended Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf for not 1 game, but 2 for what he did yesterday. The physical confrontation with a fan with the Lions in Detroit yesterday, 2 games. He's going to appeal. Warren, thanks for the time as always, but overall, they have the Browns and the Ravens to finish out the regular season. What do you think that means for the Steelers overall?
Well, obviously, if the suspension gets upheld, it's not a good look for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's not helpful for their pursuit of winning the AFC North. And they will need him that Week 18 game against the Ravens unless they're able to win this game or the Ravens lose this game here in Week 17. But look, obviously, it's dumb on DK Metcalf. I don't know what the fans said. There's different rumors about what the fans said, and it's a he said back and forth between DK versus the fan as to who said what. And obviously, the fan lawyered up, and he's got the lawyers sharing some of the talking points about what happened from his perspective related to the incident. To me, though, this is also on the Steelers staff. Like, how are you not there to keep a player who's actively playing in the game focused on the game? When you see him back there interacting with a fan, you've got to get them out of that situation. And so to me, this is as much on DK, but we know some of these players, especially receivers, it seems a little bit hot-headed, a little bit just overzealous. And you got to have somebody there from the staff, even if it's somebody who does the water or the equipment, be aware of it and report it to someone else so that they can go remove him from that situation before it escalates. And most of the time it doesn't escalate, but apparently, there's a law on the books, so to speak, in the NFL with going into the stands or interacting with a fan who's in the stands in a way like this, in a physical altercation type way, where he was grabbing the guy's wig and threw a punch or whatnot. I mean, that we know what happened from the Malice in the Palace and all that incident with the Detroit Pistons years ago. This wasn't anything close to that, but it obviously could have escalated something closer towards that if it wasn't stopped. And I just don't understand what the Steelers are doing on the sideline there to allow their star wide receiver to be that close to a fan from a visiting team, or he's the visitor, a fan representing the home team, and allow it to get into something like that.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Why is he over there? But he's also reported this guy to security in the past when he was on the Seahawks. And
same guy?
Oh,
same guy. He's alleged, and it's alleged he used that word as well. This is wild, but the door's open for Baltimore.
Well, I did see one interesting thing when they've been showing some of the clips and zoomed in with some of the better cameras on ESPN. The person at the individual with the wig is seated next to a woman and a kid. And if that's like his wife and his son, just the way their body language towards the incident when like DK was pulling, they weren't like, oh my gosh, what's happening to my husband potentially? This is terrible. I can't believe it. They were more like, what is he going to do? Like kind of expecting something like that to happen with the way that this guy probably was going after DK in a verbal manner. So they look like it was in part from him instigating it too much potentially.
Okay, so we talked about this briefly on the show so far. We're going to expand on it coming up in the next hour as well, and that is a fascinating Coach of the Year market with so many viable and deserving candidates this year. But your observations with what we watched yesterday and also Saturday, and if you go back and just like compare what Liam Cohen is doing in Jacksonville this year to previous years with Trevor Lawrence, and the same thing has to be said with Ben Johnson this year for the Chicago Bears compared to what it was like with Matt Eberflus and how it was just, oh my God, it's totally night and day. But what have you noticed with those two guys and maybe others?
Yes, you hit nail on the head. To me, it's the impact of coaching and why coaching matters so much and why I put so much emphasis on coaching. It is massively important. It can change the direction of a franchise. It can turn games from losses into wins. It can turn games from, winning a few games to making it all the way into the postseason like both of these teams are going to do. And so I'm extraordinarily impressed. Obviously, you take a guy like Mike Vrabel, who's leading the list, and he's working with Drake May in year 2, and Drake May is just budding superstar, right, in the league before us all. But if you look at like Caleb Williams, yes, he's young too, but Trevor Lawrence, a little bit more years without a good coach on the books. It's just night and day difference. And I think to an extent with Mike Vrabel, the thing that's working against him, although he's the favorite to win this award, is the fact that it's Josh McDaniels coming in with that offense and Josh McDaniels in that play calling and is really elevating Drake May to a degree. I think Drake May looks awesome, probably whoever's calling plays, but certainly it absolutely helps him. So I think the impact that you could see with a guy like Trevor Lawrence with and without Liam Cohen, it just speaks to me that more teams, and it starts with the ownership, have to emphasize if we're seemingly spinning our wheels and not really getting anywhere, we have to go over the top and be as aggressive as possible to hire a brilliant offensive-minded coach, an offensive coordinator, a strategist who could come in and help change the direction of our franchise, change the direction of our quarterback, elevate him to as high as he can get him. And if that's still not the right quarterback, then go find a new quarterback who you can take to the playoffs like both of these guys are doing. It's really fun to watch. Certainly the Bears are lucking out in some cases, but this has just been outstanding. And even within this past season, like within the season, Trevor Lawrence didn't start nearly as good as he's been over the last 6 games or so. It's just been really fun to watch both of these guys take off with their new coaches.
What do you think tonight, sir? It's interesting to see if it's going to be slow the game down, use the clock on every play, shorten the possessions, and if that means a big dose of Jonathan Taylor tonight.
Well, I think that that's got to be what they come in doing. But then the key is, how do the 49ers change things up? And one of the great things about Shane Steichen is his ability to call great plays and strategize that opening script to score points early in the game, to give Phillip Rivers a little bit more cushion to settle down into. And so I think that that's definitely going to be a strategy here, is not just slowly and being willing to punt the ball on the first possession, because if you do that and the Niners then go down and score, then you're playing from behind for most of the game, and it's all about getting back on track. So I expect the Colts actually to be a little bit more aggressive coming out the gates with some great play called script and have some success early. And that'll then keep them in the game all the way through to allow them to not get into a pure drop back game. All of that being said, a couple of things that I like here. I do like Jonathan Taylor from an explosive run perspective, and I've shown this chart before. I'll show it one more time. You've got the Indianapolis Colts going up against one of the weakest run defenses that they've played in weeks, and that's the San Francisco 49ers, who rank well below average. They've played 3 straight games against top 6 run defenses. Now they get the 49ers. I think he's going to have some opportunity to have an explosive run. I also think Phillip Rivers, though, from a completions perspective, look, he had, I think, 18 completions last week on the road against a ridiculously good pass defense in his first game back without very much familiarity with his receiving core. I think he settles down into this offense a little bit more, and there's a bigger chance that he's going to be trailing in this game, because if you recall, they were not losing in that game in Seattle until 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. In the fourth quarter, that's the first time that they were actually down on the scoreboard. I think there's a easier opportunity here, or a larger chance that they are going to be down earlier in this game, forcing Phillip Rivers to throw the football a little bit more. But I don't necessarily know that that means big explosive plays down the field, but underneath, working that defense and the zone defense underneath, some completions there. So I think that there's some upside for Phillip Rivers completions over. And one other one that I thought was interesting was Brock Purdy's longest rush. This one, nobody's really going to be on. I haven't heard it from anybody else yet, but Brock Purdy has actually gone over his longest rush in 4 out of the 5 games, besides that first game that he came back from being injured. And if you look since last season, he's gone over a longest rush of 7.5, which is the line right now, in 11 out of his 15 games that he played last year. So he doesn't run often, but if you think about the strength of the Indianapolis Colts defense, it's not the secondary, it's the defensive line. And as a result, they're going to get some pressure at some point in time, and he's going to be forced to move. I think Christian McCaffrey might struggle to run the football here. I think they will be throwing the football at a relatively decent clip. And I think that there's going to be opportunities for some scrambles to go over 7.5 longest rush.
Very good. I love the thought process there, Warren, and we love talking to you as well every single week. We will not talk to you again before Christmas, so hope that you have a great Christmas with the family, and we'll talk to you on Sunday morning on the Tailgate Show, bright and early, okay?
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas to you as well. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, back at you. There you go. You can follow him on X. He is at Sharp Football. The website is sharp.football as well, and he was on the progressive guest line. That's a low number there, 7.5 for Purdy.
Yeah.
And I get it. First game back, didn't go over it, but then 4 straight since.
This is a great discussion. You can't go in the stands, I know that. But he's saying he called him the N-word and he called his mom the C-word. This is unbelievable.
Well, if that's true, then yeah. As Mike Tomlin said, who was the player that got spit in the face?
Ramsey,
yeah.
Chase spit in his face. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
You use those words, anything goes. And then,
I mean, if Baltimore wins Saturday now and you got to go to Cleveland without your best wide receiver.
Up next, a team is 12-3 over their team total on the year, best mark in the league. Find out who it is in the good, the bad, and the ugly next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN. The good.
Pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good.
The bad.
I've had it with this dump. Got no food, got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
And the ugly.
First of all, that's horrible.
Wow, that was the worst piece of crap I've ever seen.
The good, the bad, the ugly, brought to you by sharpplays.com. Get the latest betting insights and analysis now at sharpplays.com. We're running out of these. It's going to be over soon when we get to February. Got to start with the Steelers. Tomlin and the Steelers did it again. 22nd non-losing seasons in a row. 19 for Tomlin. That's a record. Where is this ground game coming from? They held Detroit to 15 yards rushing. Pittsburgh had 480 yards. Third good game. A month ago, they were chanting "Fire Tomlin" at the game at home against Buffalo. Now they're going to win the division and it could be scary come playoff time.
Well, you were right there with them. Do you want a little piece of them at 40-1 to win the Super Bowl?
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The old man's playing well. Good win for the Steelers, although this Metcalf thing throws a wrench into things.
That's fine. They'll figure out some other weird way to win games. And
Smith.
Some guy you never heard of will have 8 catches for 106.
Thielen. Throw it to
Thielen.
Thielen.
Will have a big breakout game. Yeah.
No doubt the bad has to be Oklahoma. What happened? 17-0. Yards in the first quarter, 118-12. You score 24 points at home with this offense that had been so bad, and then all hell breaks loose. Number one, your all-world best kicker ever, Tate Sandell, who won the Lou Groza Award, tied a single-season record for most made field goals of 50 or more with 8. Hit a 51-yarder, and then the wind got him. He missed 2. He had missed 1 the whole season. Mm-hmm. Their punter, Grayson Miller, was all SEC. What was that? It's like Sean Landetta. He just drops the ball on a punt. It's 17-7. Before the play happened, it's 17-7. Kid's wide open.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he scores, but it's going to be deep in Alabama territory. So then it's going to be 24-7 Oklahoma. He drops it. Then they have to punt. He drops the punt. It's blocked. Next thing you know, game on. And then the horrendous pick 6.
I'm not suggesting anything.
It looks suspicious.
Look fishy with the punter. That's all I can say.
Well, yeah, he's first team All-SEC. He had the worst game I've ever seen
Paul,
from. You ever see a punter change momentum like that?
I don't care if he's last team All-SEC.
Oh, was he bad?
How does that happen?
Then he had a 25-yard punt later in the game.
Of course, yes.
That was enormous.
Their special teams destroyed the day for them. Why are you so fired up? You bet Alabama.
Because also...
You wanted to lose the bet? You hate Alabama?
Well, I hate Alabama, of course. But I also know someone who knows the kicker. So they got serious threats after wait a second. Number one, why are you acting like that? Number two, you're going to blame him? You were down 10 when he missed the second one.
Oh,
I would think Mateer throws a pick 6. The punter was awful. You're going to threaten the kicker who had the best season of all time?
They're also fans.
Well, they went after the girlfriend, too.
Short for fanatics.
Leave the girlfriend alone.
You're stunned at all this.
Can't believe
this. This is a Monday. I mean, you can't be surprised at anything nowadays.
Instagram had to... They couldn't show some of the stuff because of the vulgarity, they said.
I'm surprised that you're surprised.
All right, and the Giants as well. Put them in bubble wrap. Don't even play dart if you're going to do that. He didn't attempt to pass till late in the first half. 18 dropbacks, 33 yards. Was Dable that good? This is a fiasco.
That's my question.
That is unacceptable. Yep. Don't even play him because I know what it looked like with Winston and YOLO Winston in there. That was horrendous what they did. They didn't attempt 33 yards passing in an NFL game. Get out of here with it.
Well, I told you this when you wanted Dable's head at the stake many, many weeks ago. I said, that's fine. He's going to get fired at some point, and he will get a job immediately. And if this is him, he's going to get an offensive coordinator job by next year, I would think, at some really good, probably, spot in the NFL. And he'll be coaching again sometime down the road. Is this the organization from up above? But what is happening here? I couldn't believe what I was watching during the game.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they actually brought that up over and over and over again on the broadcast again yesterday. My good has to be Jacksonville. 12-3 over their team total, best in the NFL, 7-0 on the road, 10-5 ATS. Last 3 games for Trevor Lawrence, playing by far the best football of his career. 10 touchdowns, no INTs, 83 quarterback rating. They're legit. They might win the AFC. I don't know. Things wide open.
Sure it is.
Also, Cam Ward, lately, since the bye week, great tweet from Nick Suss, 63.4% completion, almost 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 INT, and 89.1 rating before the bye, 57.6% completions, 5 touchdowns, 6 INTs, a rating 17 points below. Tip of the cap to that kid. They treated that game like their Super Bowl. I'm glad I made that bet on Tennessee yesterday. I didn't bet him on the money line, but taking the 3 points. And Kansas City appeared to be a dead team, and you have to love fantasy football.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This is so random and unpredictable. You're telling me that Ashton Genty, after this rookie season, put up 31.3 points against the Houston defense, the best in the entire league, in the semifinals of the fantasy football playoffs.
Let him eat.
Chase Brown had 31 points in the semifinals.
3 touchdowns and a quarter.
And so what? 3 touchdowns for him paid probably, 150 to 1? Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell in the same game, going crazy. Chris Olave, Jimbo Cook, Puka. You have CMC and Taylor going tonight. And then on the flip side, you get duds from Amon-Ra St. Brown and Trey McBride.
Yeah. Speak.
My bad, the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting to say this for an hour.
Hit it.
Their championship window is done. It's closed.
Yep.
Their chance to win it was last year or the year before. They didn't.
What were they up at San Francisco?
They were up 17.
17 in the third quarter.
Yeah. And last year they couldn't help last year, all those injuries.
Yeah.
15-2, runaway favorites. And now
I still think they would have won by 3 touchdowns if Johnson would have stuck with the run. Got pass happy, kept turning the ball over.
well, and how did they allow that touchdown to Kenneth Gainwell before halftime?
Oh, is that so bad? That was bad. Like the Ravens last night. Maybe we should reconsider. Harbaugh's been there for 18 years. Since 2020, thanks to Evan Abrams. 10 home losses, leading by 9 points or more. The blown double-digit fourth quarter leads that keep happening. 3-6 at home this year. 22-3 at home in prime time coming into this season. 0-3 this year. And the biggest indictment of this coaching staff, Harbaugh and Monken, why is Derrick Henry on the bench? This is your season on the line. He's gashing the Patriots. He doesn't get the ball in the last 12 minutes. And he's on the sideline with a jacket on. We go back to the AFC title game last year. 2 years ago. We go back to games earlier. I know he put the ball on the ground earlier in the fumbling issues. He's killing the Patriots. How is he not on the field when you need him? Unbelievable.
I mean, they have to face the music every single week, do they not, for this? That's question number one every single time. I mean, again, that place is on fire last night. You're up by 11. It's rock and roll time here.
I can say it because I can't prove it. They have 11 wins if they would just give this guy the ball 25 times a game. I'm convinced. They don't do it. How is he on the bench?
I'll give you one. How many wins does this team have if Ben Johnson's their head coach? Are you telling me that Harbaugh's doing a great job this year with the team? I don't disagree with what you're saying. At some point, it just becomes a little bit too stale, and it's time to move on. My ugly, Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay. A touchdown in INT. He threw for 145 yards yesterday. And just trying to tractor beam it to Mike Evans as often as possible. But they can't cover games. Forget about winning stuff. They haven't covered it in 7 weeks. Yeah. And it is
favored to win the division.
Go ahead. Feel free to bet that. There's no chance I could bet my money on this team at all. And think about how long the NFL season can be. Now, were they fortunate at the beginning of the year? Sure, they were winning all those close games. But they also racked up some quality wins against like really good opponents. That game against Seattle, maybe that's a one-off if they played 10 times. It probably
Total
was.
one-off. It changed everything for Seattle. McDonald said that.
Yeah, it did.
Yep.
But this is not even close to the same team that we were watching the first 5-6 weeks of the year. And he's been awful.
Yep.
There you go. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Don't have time. Packers got to be in there, too. Absolutely blew that game. Before the line moves, Sharp Place is already there. They don't just follow the market, they help shape it. Powered by Advanced AI. Those plays are up 50 units. Great sources. Connected. All the sports. Look for the first touchdown props before the game tonight. Free reports, alerts, market moving insights, straight to your inbox or X feed. They've been at it since 2011 and with Follow the Money since day one. Documented results, public logs, transparent receipts. Sharpplays.com. Trusted by pros. Monitored by the book. Stay ahead of the line. Visit sharpplays.com.
I play fantasy football. I'm in, between like 6 and we'll call it double-digit leagues every single year. I've been playing for, as long as anybody, pretty much. Been playing for 30 years almost. I'm in some pretty decent-sized leagues in terms of the entry fee. I've always wanted to play in like some high-stakes or super high-stakes leagues. I don't think I can take it. It's the reason why I've never done like, hey, let's get into
the randomness?
The randomness and the injuries. Yeah. I can't deal with it. This
luck factor.
Ashton Genty yesterday.
Yeah.
Come on. Up next, future numbers. The playoffs should be phenomenal. Pauly has a problem with some award prices, and some of those markets have been narrowed down. We'll kick it around next here on VSiN.